well, Rosso? All right, I'm going to dial out of this one, and I will see you in YouTube. It's going double. At least we know it's working. People online?
Yeah, I've just asked if they could hear, so yep, perfect.
Yeah, can you hear me? Whoop. Oh yeah, I'm looking there, okay. Got it right already. So, if you go into Spotify, Claire Bryan, Brave Yoga, we're playing number 8, which is Deep Slow Beat Brave 1 hour. So if you can click play now, we'll all be on the same wavelength with music. So, just going to exit out of that. Right. So we'll start today in a child's pose. This is a resting pose that you can take at any point in the class if anything feels overwhelming. This is a power intermediate class, so there may be some things that are a little new today. So my name's Claire. I am co-founder of Brave Yoga, and I hope you enjoy today's class. So just placing your top of your head on the mat. We'll just take a few breaths together to really ground into the practice. So I'll be doing some counting of breath, and I invite you to come with me to try and slow that breathing down. So we'll inhale together for 3, 2, 1. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4. Inhale for 5. Hold for 5. Exhale for 5. And hold for 5. And now following your own breath, maybe you speed it up a little bit. Maybe you slow it down a little. Maybe you move your forehead gently from side to side for a little massage. And allow your body to be heavy. So allowing all contacts with the floor, your arms to soften, your jaw to soften, making space between the teeth. Gently pushing into the hands, and we'll slowly start to rise into a tabletop position. So with our tabletop, we want to come into our first cat-cow. So as we inhale, we tilt the pelvis up towards the roof, gaze up. Exhale, push the floor away and tilt the tailbone down towards the floor, gaze towards the belly button. Inhale, gazing up towards the roof, the belly drops. And exhale, push that floor away, curving up the spine towards the roof. And now following your own breath. So maybe close the eyes. Maybe you do some alternative movements like barrel rolling the hips, so rolling the hips one way. And then rolling the hips the other way. Maybe moving the pressure and the weight over the wrists forward and back. Some little figure 8s with the body. Anything that feels good. Nobody can see you, so you can do what you want. Coming back to a neutral spine, we push through the hands, so spread the fingers wide, tilt the tailbone down towards the floor, engage the pelvic floor, tuck the toes, and lift the knees up off the floor. So the knees are only just hovering off the floor. Tilt the tailbone so we're not dumping into spine, and protract through shoulders, which means push those shoulders away towards the roof so you're nice and strong in those shoulders. I invite you now to lift the left foot just a little bit off the floor. Engaging, everything stays the same. Drop the left foot, lift the right foot just a little bit off the floor. Exhale, drop it down. Then with the next exhale, we start to straighten the legs and come back to downward facing dog. Move your hands a little further forward and pedal out the legs. So I like to bend one knee and bend the other. And look towards the belly button and relax the neck and head. Engaging that Ujjayi breath, if that's in your practice. So deep inhalations and exhalations, it sounds like the ocean. Wrap the shoulder blades around the armpits so that you're not really crouched through the upper neck and shoulders and that there's space. Look between the hands and walk the feet between the hands. Inhale to our first flat back, halfway lift. So as you can see, my back is nice and straight and neck gazes towards the floor. Exhale, bend through the knees until your hands touch the floor. Then gently, as you bend through the knees, stack the vertebrae on top of each other. Hands come through heart center. Inhale to rise up. And exhale, hands to heart. Just close the eyes for a moment. Shuffle through the feet. And take an intention at this time. What I'll be focusing on today, and I invite you to also focus on, is a strong and able body. And strong and able, I mean strong physically, also with our immunity. Taking a big breath in, fill up the lungs, and exhale, release. Have a little smile to yourself. Inhale, hands up over the head, and exhale, folding forward. Inhale to a flat back, and exhale to fold. Again, we start to roll the spine up. Hands come into a little pistol grip, like Charlie's Angels asana, and hands up. This time, we're not creating any space between the shoulders and the head. Both hips go to the left as you exhale and you side bend to the right. Ensuring that you're rolling that top armpit towards the roof and keeping that core strong. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hips go over towards the right, and we're bending towards the left. Maybe your side bend isn't so deep today, that's okay. Just go in your range of motion. Inhale back to center, and maybe a little further this time. So we go over towards the right and hips go towards the left. Keeping that no space between the shoulders and the ears. Inhale back to center. We go nice and tall in the middle, and exhale both the hands to the left and hips to the right. Inhale back to center, and exhale to fold forward. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, hands down and step back into high plank. Now, option here is to lower the knees if it's too much, but if I invite you to try and stay with me here for a moment. So we're pushing back through the heels, spreading the fingers nice and wide, stacking the shoulders over the wrists. Engage the thighs, squeeze the glutes, keep nice and strong. Now, all together, we're going to drop the knees, coming into our chaturanga. So we bend the elbows and stop halfway. Now, just have a look at where your elbows are at. If they're out to the side, I invite you to bring them in like a tricep push-up and gaze towards the floor. Hold for another 2 breaths. And exhale all the way down. Inhale to a baby cobra. So the hands are under the shoulders. Neck is neutral. Push the tops of the feet into the floor. Exhale, lower the head down. We tuck the toes and push up and back into downward facing dog. Look between the hands. Option to step, or if you want a little jump, bend the knees, look between the hands and jump between the hands. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweeping hands up over the head, stacking the vertebrae on top of each other. Hands at pistol grip. Exhale, hips to the left and hands over to the right, side bend. Inhale back to center. Lengthen through spine first, hips over towards the right and hands over towards the left, side bend. Making sure we're not rolling down but open. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, hands to floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Option to step, or if you want to jump, you have that option to jump back, but try and do it with control. Second option for chaturanga, come forward over the hands, staying up in your plank. Come down halfway and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. Inhale, we come up into upward facing dog. So we roll the shoulders back, squeeze the glutes. I don't want to see anyone doing anything like this. So we're nice and engaged. Tuck the toes, push up and back, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release. Look between the hands, bend the knees, option to step or to jump between the hands. Inhale to flat back, exhale to fold. Inhale, hands come up to the sky, hands in pistol grip, hips over to the left, and side bend to the right. Really trying to keep those fingers engaged, keep really strong in the arms. Inhale back to center, reach up as high as you can, exhale to the other side, engaging and rolling the armpit towards the roof. Inhale back to center, exhale to fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold, step or jump with control back to high plank. Option 3 for all your chaturangas, you're going to come forward, down to 90 degrees, and either come all the way to the floor or straight from here, flip up to your up dog. Squeezing glutes and thighs so much that they lift off the floor. That's option 3. Tuck the toes, push up and back, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Look between the hands, bend the knees. Option step or jump between the hands. And slowly sweep the hands behind you and then inhale to come up into chair. I'll do it this way, it's easier. What's really common is this little tilting in the back. I'd like you to tilt the tailbone down towards the floor, engage your core, hands up. So here, pinky fingers are slightly rotating in. That controls our shoulders. A little bend in the elbows is okay. Squeeze your quads together. Feet are also together, so you can squeeze. Come a little deeper. Challenge for those of you who want it, come up onto your tippy toes. The more you squeeze your legs and squeeze your thighs, the more strength you're going to have here. You ready for the next one? So we drop the heels to the floor, hands come in front, palms facing down, and we come down onto as deep as we can so our thighs are parallel to the floor. Those of you who want the extra challenge, come up onto your toes. Hold for one more breath. Exhale, hands to heart, lower the heels. We're going to twist over towards the right. So hooking the elbow around the outside of the thigh as we twist towards the right-hand side. So neck and head can be relaxed. Try to have your knees even. And using your hands in the center of your chest to twist the spine. Option 2, open the hands up. So this is if you want to deepen your twist and also work on your shoulder flexibility. Option 3, you know it, side crow. So if you want to come into side crow, you want to come down onto your toes first, hands on the floor, little shelf with your elbows, and have a play with starting to rise your legs up. You do not have to do this, it's just an option. There's scissors there as well if you want to take it. If you're still in your side twist, come back into ragdoll, grab your elbows and chill for a moment while our side crowers finish up and come here to meet us. A little rock from side to side can feel quite good. Step the feet together, sweep hands behind you. Inhale, come back up into chair. Again, checking you're not dumping into the back, you're tilting the tailbone down. Come a little deeper, look over your knees so you can see your toes. So we don't want our knees over our toes, we want to be back. Second option, if you want to challenge, come up onto tiptoes. Hold for 3, keep squeezing. Now, second option, you can either lower the heels for this next part or stay up. Come and bring your thighs parallel to the floor, hands in front of you. Find a point of focus that isn't moving. If you're shaking, you're doing it right. Hold, Exhale, heels to the floor, hands to the heart, lengthen spine. Exhale to twist to the left. So hooking that elbow around the outside of the thigh, relaxing neck and head. And exhale to twist a little deeper. Maybe open the hands. This is if you want to increase your twist, or maybe also go into your shoulders. Option 3, side crows. So we come down onto our heels, hands onto the left, make a little shelf, and then come up. You can have straight legs. It's actually easier to do scissors with legs open. Those of you who are still in your twist, come back into your ragdoll when you've had enough. This is our meeting place. Take a big breath and just rock from side to side. Stepping feet together, sweep hands behind you. Come back into chair. We're not here for long though. So we're coming into eagle. So lifting the right leg over the left and right arm under. So right leg over, right arm under. Just check that you don't have your elbows resting on your chest. You want to lift them up. Bring your elbows towards me. Squeeze your thighs together. Should start to burn. Hold for one more breath. And then inhale, we rise up. So bringing the knee up towards the chest for stag. So option here, if you're comfortable and you think you can extend your leg out, you can come with me, or you can use a strap or any kind of object like a jumper or anything that, or a belt that might be around to extend your leg out. If you feel comfortable to interlace your fingers around the ball of your foot and extend your leg out, then you can come with us. Doesn't matter if it's a little bend, whatever you're using is okay. From here, we start to bend the elbows and bringing the chest onto the thigh as much as we can. Doesn't matter if you don't get the full weight today. If your chest is on your thigh, maybe you can start to bring your chin down onto your shin. Maybe even your forehead onto your shin. Hold for one more breath. Inhale, we slowly rise up. Keep holding onto that leg. Now, challenge, we're going to let go of the foot and see if we can hold it with strength. So hold. Oh my God, that should really start to engage. Sweep leg behind you, pistol grip, coming into warrior 3 version with hands connected. So just checking yourself here that your hips are straight. You're flexing through your back toe. So your toes are going towards your shin. Holding here, squeezing your glutes,